What up, McClunkies? I don't know.
Are we allowed to say that on this channel?
We've made that joke before.
Oh.
Yes, we are.
We don't know what McClunky stands for. If any of y'all know what McClunky stands for, feel free to drop us a note in the comments. Let us know. That'd be great. If Greedos happen to be there and he's alive.
It's a Rhodian for Osh.
Probably.
Nikes. What's going on, guys? We're the Cine Fanatics. My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
And we're doing a Schmoedown reaction today. We're in the second round of the teams tournament, which means we're getting a bunch of good matches, including this one today, which apparently we are all supposed to react to. Hi, Christian. Anyway, this is the family versus Paddington 2. I'm expecting a really good match, I gotta be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. So if you look back on our bracket, we believe... Wait a minute. There it is. So on our bracket, we've got the family winning this, which would be fantastic because that means we're going to get to see the family versus Who's the Boss, which is back to the first half of this season.
Yes.
The first half of the season, which was essentially Ben Bateman versus Andrew Guy. Well, we're going to get to see the continuation of that as the season is coming to an end.
Maybe.
Hopefully. That would be who I want to see, but... The other flip side to that scenario is what if Paddington 2 wins this?
Here's the thing. Paddington 2 are a formidable team. That Alonzo Duralde and Matt Ashley, I mean, you're looking at them. Most of their matches, they're getting upwards of 30-plus points. That's not a team that you sneeze at. That's a team you take very seriously. That's not a Wildberries. That's not an only stupid answers. That is a team that's going to put up some points, and you're going to have to fight to win.
Mm-hmm. So if Paddington 2 wins this, what does that mean for the family? And more importantly, that will put the family probably towards like the bottom of like draft contention, as more likely they're going to have to split up, which is going to go along the lines of that Robert Meyer Burnett promised McWeeny a belt.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to happen. That's more likely going to be the end of the family. But the flip side on that is... Robert Meyer Burnett is still the commissioner over the tournament, supposedly.
No, he's not.
Yeah, okay.
He's not. Emma said, nah.
Oh, well, that's fantastic then.
Yeah. He thought he could do that, but he couldn't do that. So what's happening here is that you have a situation where Robert Meyer Burnett is hoping that his team is going to get there. But this is the first real team that they're going to have to face down.
Yeah.
I say real team, like everyone's a real team, but this is like the first like
someone who's going to actually put some
real challenge for them to have to face down.
Yeah.
So we might see the family not win this. It's possible.
Which would be a great upset.
It'd be an upset just because we want to see Who's the Boss versus the family happen.
Yeah.
Like we said. But as far as that goes, you have your excuse for do they break up if they lose? Yeah, but that's probably if they win this one, it's gonna happen when they face Who's the Boss anyway. So
more likely. Yeah, let's jump into this. Let's see what happens and be prepared to be shocked.
Enough,
hopefully.
Dilly-dallying.
Yeah.
Those we can't say on the channel. You're gonna have to censor that.
Yeah. It's Kaiser. Your manager, Kaiser. Yeah, I need a ride. Well, we're at Universal. We're trying to find Cal now.
Look, he's not here. I just checked the Simpsons right. He's nowhere to be found.
Did you check the teacups?
There's no teacups right here. We're not at
just
Disneyland.
check the teacups, please. Let me call you back, Zip.
Who's behind him? Hannah.
Oh. What are you doing here? Don't worry about it. I'm undercover, all right? I'm everywhere. Let me tell you something, buddy. You gotta get some new shoes. I don't know you're wearing slippers. I don't even know what you're doing with yourself. What part of undercover don't you understand? Listen, I know what you're doing here. Okay, you think you're slick. You come in here, you're training your boy to be KO. Big freaking deal. Like, you think that's gonna help you in 2020? No. The only thing that's gonna help you in 2020 is drafting me. You got that? You think you just go around putting your hands on people? I don't like that kid. Actually, I do kind of like that kid.
And then they all got on the Universal tour.
Yeah.
Because it was right there.
So, what do we care more to see? Who wins this tournament, or if they actually ever find Kalinowski?
Pretty sure they'll find him downtown LA on December 7th.
Welcome back to the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Get your tickets at the schmoedownlive.com.
Nice job.
Schmoedown Teams Tournament Round 2 matchup today between Paddington 2, those lovely film critics all about the internet, Matt Atchity and Alonso Duraldo, and they're faced against the family today, Ken.
You know, Duraldi and Atchity are fun at parties.
They
great at Christmas parties. You know, I was intimidated by Atchity first until he gets a second pina colada in him. Then he's a swell, great, charming guy. But I've gotten to know him. But on the other side, the family, you talk about intimidation. Godfather, Drew McWeeny. He walks in, the room goes silent because there's an air of respect for this venerable competitor and man of the business. And teaming up with someone as young and evil as Drew Guy and Robert Meyer Burnett, I don't know what to expect. You talk about we're in the thick of it. It's like me in round 2 of an all-you-can-eat salad bar. This is where it really starts to count, and we are looking for this.
Good for you.
The winner here gets to go to the semifinals.
That is absolutely true. And here is the thing: is that you
I'm
look
sorry,
at.
I'm going to choke on the salad.
Ken, you gotta take it easy there on the salad. But I mean, you talk about what is riding on this today. Obviously, I've got nothing but faith in Paddington 2, as you say, to really just fun-loving, intelligent, respectful people that are nice to be around, which I don't know what they're doing.
Being able to pull off wearing Christmas lights as a
really
necklace.
Part of the course, necessarily, as far as movie trivia Schmoedown competitors go. But
looking at you, Kaiser.
when it comes to Drew and Drew, the family, really, obviously they're bringing a lot to the table here. But what really matters is Robert Meyer Burnett and the stake that he has in this match going forward, because his goal was to get these guys to the championship.
Right.
So he's, no matter what it takes, that is his plan.
He's yelling in the back saying it's working, but it didn't blow up in his face. Emma. This could go astray.
It absolutely could. I mean,
Beautiful.
he's somebody
That's
who
fantastic.
Thinks he's
I'll admit
planned
that.
for
That's
every
great.
possible scenario, but I guess that remains to be seen. He's still yelling in the back and doesn't know he doesn't have a microphone.
Well,
We can hear him.
We can hear him.
You can hear Robert Meyer Burnett 2 cities over when he
That's
really
true.
gets going.
I could hear him 8 rows ahead of him on a plane the entire way to Houston. So
Speaking of them, let's not talk. Let's let the teams talk. Here's what they had to say before the match. The Paddington 2 is the type of team that might be overlooked, even though everyone respects them as individuals and professionals. That's silly. Today shows that you need to fear the Paddington 2 in this tournament.
impressive performance, I do have to say, of course.
The family who improved their record to 4-0, and more importantly, they advanced to round number 2 to face the Paddington 2.
We're not going to come into this match lightly. We really are going to do our homework. Our work's going to be cut out for us, but I think we can take them.
Nice.
It's great.
Yeah, it's us.
Ominous
it's the
Christmas
family,
sounding
the team
music.
with the perfect record, going up against morons that don't even know the rules after being in the league for 3 years.
Do I have to ask for the repeat?
No, you can't get multiple choice in round 1. No, you can't confer on the 2 and the 3. You idiots! Sorry, I had to get that out.
Anything can happen. We got this far, which is always a nice surprise.
I'm a little concerned that we had such a good round in our last game. That first round, we just slayed. I had a really good first round. Alonso
Santa
was
slayed.
legendary on that second round, answered all those questions, 2-point questions.
We're going to ruin
like I heard that
you.
before.
We're going to dominate this tournament. There's idiots out there like Kaiser that say they're going to draft me. You can't draft me. You can't draft a champion. You see this man?
I need one. I need a belt.
We're not kidding ourselves, but at the same time, we live in hope. We're film critics. You always have to think that maybe something good's going to come out of it. So,
But here's the thing. I've been drinking all day, and so if we beat them, I'm going to be talking about McQueenie all the time.
We want blood, and Atchity and Alfonso are in our way. Get out of my damn way, you old bastard.
Yeah, spoiler alert. We're going to spoil some stuff.
It's almost like Trans-Siberian Orchestra's version.
It's a good promo.
Yeah.
It's real
What
good.
do you have to say? No. He doesn't talk until he wins. Shut your damn mouth, Hitman.
Wow.
words, but also we got Ashley and Duralde looking for the next great lounge party.
It's
And
true.
I love those guys. I love those guys.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of them as well. Again, I really like their vibe. I think we need more of that kind of that chill here in the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Yeah.
There's a lot of competitors that have zero chill. I would not say that about Paddington 2.
And that's key in a tournament like this when you have so much riding on it. Just coming in, playing the game, taking the questions as they lie, just kind of having fun, but also being here to compete, to win, but having that great balance and acting like you've been here before is, I think, a very underrated thing in sports and the Schmoedown. Let's go to some tail of the tape here. Looking at Paddington 2, some of their strengths. These are, again, well-rounded guys. They've been in the business a long time.
Absolutely.
So you're going to have your directors and also your new releases. And I don't think if it comes up, but holiday movies is something that Duralde absolutely really knows.
And certainly having Christmas apparel even out of season.
Usually is. On the other side, the family, their strengths include whatever Drew McQueenie damn well wants to be good at. He'll be good at it. And Drew Guy,
that's about right.
Do not count him out.
Nope.
If you focused on McQueenie, then Guy's going to sneak in. He's got action-adventure movies. He's got new releases. He's got a lot of things.
Romantic comedies, actually, is a strength of Andrew Guy.
As someone who's looked into Drew Guy's eyes and melted myself, I understand. I understand why he'd bring that there, too. So, with that said, Emma, I think enough talking. I think it's time for the fight.
I think so, too, Ken.
Yeah? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown. Introducing first, with a record of 2 wins and 2 defeats and 1 KO. This is Matt Atchity, Alonzo Duralde, the Paddington 2.
True to form, we've got the...
That is the most them song possible.
Yeah, it's both like Hawaiian and Christmas.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy a good umbrella
There's not a
drink.
better
He's taken
song
it
to
a
fit
step
these
further
two.
and has a whole
Yeah.
bird in his drink.
It's a bird.
It's a bird in his drink.
I'm telling you, you got to get to know Atchity. He's a great
Is it
guy.
threatening sounding?
Look at
No.
Duralde. He is leaning into the Christmas thing.
Yep.
Deck the hallmark. I love that there, but let's bring out their
But it fits them.
and their opponents. With a record of 4 wins, 0 defeats, and 1 knockout. Accompanied to the arena by their manager, Robert Meyer Burnett. This is Dastardly Drew Guy, the Godfather Drew McQueenie. They are, collectively, the family. Look at Robert Meyer Burnett. Look at Robert Meyer.
I love that, Robert Meyer Burnett takes the time to wear this nice brocade coat,
does.
but can't take time to put on a clean shirt.
Yeah. Look at that. That is quite a stain, Emma. Oh, I forgot Brandon Hanna.
Oh,
is
yes,
that here?
they recently added one person
Yeah.
to the family, thus actually creating more of a family.
Yeah.
It seems to be the
I
name
don't-
of the
They
family.
added another brother.
I don't know what Hannah does. I think he runs and gets their hot wing orders or something there, but it's good to have
He's
him
been
there.
upgraded from carrying Ben Bateman's
He's
briefcase to
a good
taking
kid.
Andrew Guy's cocktail order.
All right, we are almost here for round 1. We are
Fitting.
here for round 1. but
We
we're gonna
are.
Explain the rules. Do you want to
Yes,
explain the
I
rules?
will. Absolutely. So this is the way that round number 1.
All right. Gentlemen, are we ready to go? Mr. McQueenie?
Ready to go.
Mr. Alonzo Duralde?
Let's do it.
Drew Guy?
Just want to make sure that there are no children in the room, and if there are, they're at least 500 feet away from the stage from the creepy uncles that ask you to sit on their lap at Christmas, all the way through high school. Just would like that.
Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Atchity, are you ready?
I'm sorry, I have to get over that
No.
comedy. Think about that joke for a second.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's ready.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's already time for the movie Trivia Schmoedown. They're already.
That's where Matt knows to be like, good one.
Yeah. 3 rounds to a finish to move on to the semifinals. Emma Fife will be delivering first of 8 round 1 questions.
Question number 1 in the category of comedies. There it is. Hugh Jackman and Meg Ryan starred in what 2001 romantic comedy?
Ooh, I used to own this one on digital video disc.
I remember seeing this one in the movie theater. Actually,
That's
yes.
quite a walk.
This wasn't bad.
Went to my high school.
Cheesy,
Yeah.
but actually pretty good.
4, 3.
The question, please.
Repeating
Yes.
the question.
Category of comedies: Hugh Jackman and Meg Ryan.
Is that
starred
guy that
in
asked for
what
a repeat on a
2001
romantic comedy?
Yeah.
comedy.
Meg Ryan in Inner Space. The first time I realized some things about myself.
No.
Are you surprised?
Yes, yeah. I mean, listen. I was
Just a
always
little.
proud of the fact that she was the voice of Anastasia.
Oh yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. Looking for answers, starting with Drew McWeeny.
Would that be Kate and Leopold?
That would be Kate and Leopold. Yes. Alonzo.
Kate and Leopold.
We
Also
got an
correct. Andrew Guy.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
No, okay.
I couldn't come up with it.
All right,
Ooh.
we're tied at 1.
Kate and Leopold.
Kate and Leopold.
Tied at 1-1. One side of the table pulling through, and the other not so much.
All right, the family has 2 JT rules left. Number 2, question 2 is in the category of 80s movies, 1980s movies. Who plays Mr. Miyagi in The Karate Kid?
Yeah.
From the audience on that one. I think
Yeah.
the audience is matured in their old
It's
age.
true. Or the audience is all born.
I don't
later
trust
than,
my spelling.
1989.
I feel like it's not that hard, but I could be
3,
wrong.
2, 1, pens are down. Alonzo.
Noriyuki Pat Morita.
That is
He got the
correct.
first name. Wow.
Wow.
Drew.
Pat Morita.
That is correct.
Also right.
Pat Morita.
That is correct.
I also have Noriyuki Pat Morita.
There you
Nice.
go.
Pat Morita.
Pat Morita.
Side up. Pat
That is
Morita.
impressive.
Correct answers across the board there. All right, and here we go. Question number 3, category of dramas. Clancy Brown plays Byron Hadley, the brutal captain of the
Yep.
prison guards in this 1994 drama.
It's so interesting to see the pens start writing as soon as the question started to come out.
Well, listen,
Yeah,
you know,
let's be honest
Clancy
about
Brown
this.
Is, again, they know their movie trivia. And
One of the most favorite movies of the Cinefanatics.
3, 2,
And
one.
most
Pens
people.
down. Drew Guy.
Come on.
Shawshank Redemption.
There you
All
go.
right, we got an answer.
Correct.
I couldn't remember.
Oh.
Please,
No.
That would be Shawshank Redemption.
We got a
correct.
family up.
Shawshank Redemption.
All right.
All right.
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh,
And so
love
far,
that movie.
Drew McWeeny and Alonzo Dorelli have not missed.
All they had to Clancy Brown, Byron Hadley. Got it.
Of directors. Ron Howard directed Kurt Russell in this
Yep.
1991 drama about firefighters.
A movie that is
Yeah.
very, you know, holds a special place.
It does?
In my heart for slightly different reasons than it
Okay.
actually being a
It's good.
film.
It's fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We need pens down,
not
and we
it.
do. Atchity.
Backdraft.
That's correct.
That's fine.
Drew
Drew
McWeeny.
McWeeny.
That would be Backdraft.
We got it.
Alonzo.
Backdraft.
We
All
got
right,
it.
and
Backdraft.
We got
I
it.
thought I had it,
Everybody
and then
across
I
the board.
did.
Now
Backdraft.
The real question
Nice.
is,
I never
Matt
had it.
Atchity, were you ever a backdraft host during your time at Universal Studios?
I was too. I was also a
you were also a
backdraft
backdraft host.
No, that came after my
Your
tenure
time.
at
All
Studio.
right. Okay. All right. But it was during Drew McWeeney's tenure, so they knew what was what.
Matt worked the Clara Bow ride.
All right. Question
Listen,
number
she was a
5.
great
Question
ride.
number 5. Category fantasy sci-fi. What 2016 Disney remake stars Robert Redford and Bryce
yes.
Dallas Howard?
Yep.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Did
really
not
was-
like this one that much. I love the original. The original I watched all the time as a kid.
I know. Right?
Yeah, we're making stupid sounds over here, but that's the sound of Elliot, the dragon.
Lovely Pete's Dragon.
We
That
got a
is
lovely
correct. It
point
would
for you.
indeed be.
Pete's Dragon.
We got a point
correct.
for Doraldi.
Pete's Dragon.
Drew McGuire. And
Pete's Dragon.
actually,
That's what
Peach Dragon.
Peach Dragon.
There, 9-8.
Ken,
Yeah.
you got to get my name right after that look that we had.
Yeah.
That
Well,
moment.
I'm still lost in
How
your
did-
presence, my friend.
Yeah,
fine.
not your eyes though on account of
Tied
the
with
fact
the
that you are
family,
wearing
you need to do
sunglasses.
better.
It's all right.
Sorry.
Pain.
Couldn't pull back draft.
We touch. All right. Question 6 is in the category of movie release dates.
Movie release
Feared
dates.
sub. Here's the question.
Yes.
What year
Yes.
saw the release of the films Glory, Tim
Oh, yeah.
Burton's Batman,
Okay.
and Born on the 4th of July?
I mean,
You know who else was released that year?
Born on the 12th of August.
For the third time. 5, 4.
Honestly, all I need to see was Tim Burton's Batman.
Yeah, Batman gave it away.
And 1 pens down, starting with Alonzo.
1989?
That's
is
correct,
correct.
sir.
Another summer?
Yep.
1989.
We got
Also
that correct there.
1989.
All
right.
right.
1989.
89.
Once again.
Sorry, Smets. Glory
Still
didn't
looking
remind
at
me of it.
perfect rounds
I know.
For both Duralde and Mr.
Just my birthday.
Drew Proving that
And
actual
Batman.
glasses are superior to
Probably more Batman.
sunglasses here on the movie trivia Schmoedown.
True.
All right, question number 7, category of horror/thriller. A caving expedition goes horribly wrong as the explorers become trapped
Yep.
and ultimately pursued by a strange breed of predators in what 2005 film?
Super claustrophobic,
Yeah.
but I get.
If I've learned anything
yeah.
from films, it's don't go spelunking ever.
Yeah,
It will
absolutely.
end in
Never-
your death,
never
either just
goes
by
well.
suffocation or horrible monsters on the surface of the earth.
There's only one
4,
cave horror
3,
movie.
Yeah, but
2,
Sorry,
and
Drew. Repeat the
1.
question.
Okay.
All right.
I'm trying to.
Horror/thriller is the category.
that
a
hurts.
caving
Yeah.
expedition
Hurts.
goes horribly wrong as the explorers
That-
become trapped and ultimately pursued by a strange
I
breed
hope he
of
pulls it.
predators in what 2005 film?
Family has 1 JT rule left.
Oh, man.
These guys have these 2.
Oof.
Yeah. First one didn't work out there, but he's thinking. I think it's on the tip of his
Sometimes
tongue.
those single points count.
5, 4,
Yeah.
3,
No.
2, 1. All right, looking for answers. Starting
Oof.
with True Guy. Does
Okay.
not have it.
Man.
Tragedy.
The Descent.
That is correct, but can I see your board?
I wrote Descent.
You only wrote Descent. So unfortunately, with a single word title, we do need the correct.
I wrote in
Article.
invisible ink. Does that count?
I don't,
No, I don't
If
see
you
it.
have
No.
3 or 4 pina coladas, you'll be able to see it.
It's
How's
all
that?
the same at that point. Drew McQueenie.
The Descent.
That is
The
correct.
Descent. Drew is
And
still first.
Alonzo?
I got nothing.
You got nothing. All right.
All
The Descent.
So,
Yeah, I
only
put
Drew
Quarantine.
12,
looking
10.
to
I was, like, right in the
potentially
same
get
type
a
of movie.
perfect
Quarantine
round
was in
here
an
as we
apartment
go
building.
to the
Yeah.
Based
final
off of
question
Wreck.
of
Yeah.
round 1.
All right. Question category is animated.
It was a remake, though. Good pull on that one, though.
2014 stop-motion animated film featured the voice talents of Ben Kingsley, Nick Frost, Tracy Morgan, Steve Bloom, and D. Bradley Baker.
2014 stop.
Some,
Star Wars Rebels.
I was
cast
gonna say,
represented
well,
there.
and just like real veterans of the
Yeah.
voiceover
VO
community,
world.
yeah,
Stop
real
motion.
legends there.
5, 4.
I think this one actually came out
Repeat the
this
question,
year.
please.
Absolutely. What 2014 stop-motion animated film featured the voice talents of Ben Kingsley, Nick Frost, Tracy Morgan,
If you're thinking of one that came out this year, it's not
Blum,
this.
and D. Bradley Baker?
Yeah, since that's 2014, but
Steve Blum.
I guarantee it's not this if you're thinking of one that's this year.
See, Bloom.
but D. Bradley Baker, I think, is in the one that came out this year, and I'm thinking it's.
5, 4,
I'm not gonna pull it.
I don't either.
1.
I'm thinking
All right,
Littlefoot, but I think that's the one that came out this year.
Starting with Matt Atchity.
Paranorman?
Ooh,
That's
right
incorrect.
studio, wrong film.
Wait for a perfect round.
Kubo and the Four Strings.
We do not have a perfect round.
Yep. Also, there were only 2 strings.
That's what
on
I was
that
thinking.
guitar.
I got the right strings, but the wrong one. Kubo and the
Yep,
two
not the right
Yes.
I got
film.
Kubo and the Strings. So
Great.
We're looking for the Box
Trolls.
Trolls.
Oh, okay.
What about Kubo and the
Yeah,
Descent?
Littlefoot came out this year, right?
You're thinking of the one with Hugh Jackman?
No, that's not that one. I was thinking Littlefoot's the one about the abominable snowman.
No perfect round.
Oh,
for,
Littlefoot.
for-
That wasn't
for
stop motion.
anybody,
That's amazing because we all.
And that's computer animated, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, okay.
Box Trolls
That
real good.
means
So is Channing Tatum.
Well fought round
7,
1 though on the side
5,
of both teams here. I mean,
12.
10 to 12 going
We're tied
into
with the
round
family.
number 2 is certainly nothing to sneeze at. But alas, we do advance to round number 2, the dreaded or
I'm not
beloved
complaining.
wheel round. I think depending on who you talk to, we are bringing out the wheel of fate, doom, and destiny. On that wheel, we have got.
And the wheel for today's match is sponsored by our Schmoedown patron, Jeremiah Morris, on patreon.com/Schmoedown.
Thank you,
Sponsored
Jeremiah
wheel
Morris.
slices
Action Army.
For today's our sports and war films. Thank you,
Whoa.
Jeremiah, for your support. If you want to support the Schmoedown, go to patreon.com.
Kind of hoping the wheel for today was going to be sponsored by like Lowe's or Home Depot, but
All right,
DuPont.
we are here. The family
Builder
has a
Square.
lead, which means you can choose to
That's a
win
pull.
first or defer to your opponents. What will your strategy be today, gentlemen?
You guys go.
All right. Atchity's going to go on up, spin from the wheel, not the pegs, and let's see what we got here. If you like to coladas, get around. All right. We got it.
Round and round and round it goes. Where it stops, we'll know here pretty soon.
Round and round. Here we
Oh.
go.
Oh.
Could be
Christopher Nolan.
Nolan, do you
I'll
wanna
take it.
keep?
Yeah.
Looks like they're debating. We're going to need an answer.
He really hasn't made a Christmas movie, so.
They're going to
Spin
spin again.
again. All right.
Atchity's going to spin again.
Run the risk of that opponent's choice.
In which case, they'll probably get Christopher Nolan.
Coming of age.
The audience is transfixed.
They are absolutely.
Is the wheel gonna
I've
stop at
never
some
seen
point?
The wheel before.
We're all hypnotized. We have
Oh, no.
Kurt Russell.
Backdraft.
Hitchcock would have been a big deal.
You're gonna get 6
You
questions
recall.
in.
Oh.
Because Duralday's
As a
good at
reminder
it.
To both teams, you are able to confer with your teammate on all questions in round number 2, and if you do not know the
Just
answer, you
ran
do have
through
the option to
Hitchcock
go to
last time.
multiple choice, at which point the value of the question will decrease from 2 to 1 points.
All right. Emma, would you like
Russell,
to do the
I
honors,
will.
or I can do it if
Oh,
you...
I got. I'll
got it.
take it. I'll take it. All right. Let's see. We have got Kurt Russell.
6 questions in a row.
All right. Question 1. Who stars opposite Kurt Russell?
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn, yeah.
1987 comedy Overboard.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for watching that movie all the time.
Long time, not exactly wife, Goldie Hawn.
That
That's
would be
correct.
correct for 2
2
points.
I mean, that's why I remembered it.
2 points. Tie game. Paddington moves to
Question
a tie.
number 2. Kurt Russell plays a trained killer who is dumped on a barren planet in what 90s sci-fi
Escape from-
action film?
Was it Escape from L.A.?
Soldier.
Wow.
Oh, no,
Points
yeah,
for 2
Soldier.
points.
Okay, that's right.
Points.
All right.
Escape from Jupiter.
Yeah.
Question 3. Who plays Kurt Russell's co-lead in 3,000
Kevin
Miles
Costner.
to Graceland?
Yeah.
Kevin Costner.
That is correct for 2 points.
Glad they didn't ask how many miles to Graceland it was, because I can never remember that
Paddington
number.
2 might know a little something about Kurt Russell films here.
Yeah.
All right, question number 4. In the movie Captain Ron, why does Captain Ron tell Martin Harvey to stay out of the jungle?
Nah.
So snakes?
Nah. I ain't got that.
Let's go to multiple choice.
All
Yeah.
right, I can certainly provide you with that. Is it A, they might get lost? B, there are gorillas in there? C, the boat was
getting
leaving?
dark.
Or D, it's getting dark?
There's gorillas in there.
We'll go with B. There are gorillas.
And that would be correct for 1 point. So,
1 point. Look at that.
all right. 5th question, your penultimate question in round number 2. Who plays Police Chief Hawk in the Kurt Russell
Escape from New York.
classic Escape from New York?
Lee Van Cleef.
That is correct for 2
2
points.
more points.
That's
All
a good
right.
job there.
Final
They're
one.
good.
Final question, round number 2. Kurt Russell starred in this 1984 Jonathan Demme film opposite Goldie Hawn.
Swing shift.
That is
Look
correct.
at
Overboard.
that. We
Wow.
got Kurt Russell round there.
That was-
Paddington.
That's a pull.
That was a solid round.
Hardly any hesitation.
Because
on the part
I
of
couldn't
Paddington
remember
to
Jonathan
us.
Demme
You know,
before
they
Silence
didn't
of the
even get
Lambs,
thwarted by the
pretty
gorillas
much.
in the jungle.
It makes me, as a
Yeah.
Kurt Russell fan, it makes
That's a
me
solid round right there, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, again, Paddington
That-
2.
well,
It's a scary
all right.
team.
McWeeny with the spin here for the family.
Right.
Big spin, big
Now we need
spin.
a category that McWeeny can run the board on.
All right, again, the crowd just transfixed by this
true.
wheel. It's hypnotizing.
Well, listen,
all
there was
of
a
us.
different wheel, and then this wheel
Yeah.
came back, and, you know.
This one you can't hear from space like the other
Ooh,
one.
ooh,
Oh.
Almost to a big string.
What do you think?
Comedy?
Let's do it.
All right. Sounds like
There we
the
go.
Drews are in agreement, and they're going to keep
Yeah.
the category of comedy. These are
here we
movies
go.
I would have
that are,
been.
in theory,
It's not that we're not good at it. We just
Theory.
know there's better categories
All right,
up here.
6
And
questions,
spin it
gentlemen,
again.
6
That way,
questions. Here you
if
go.
they land
You
on
have
spinner
one
or
JT rule
opponent's
left.
choice.
Brendan Fraser, Steve Buscemi, and Adam Sandler play 3 band members looking for their big break who hold a radio
Airheads.
station hostage with plastic guns.
Airheads.
Yep, thank you.
Good.
2 points. All right. Comedic legend Rodney Dangerfield plays Adam Sandler's father in what comedy? Conferring, like right proper gentleman.
Certain about it for a moment, and now there's
5, 4.
Mr. Deeds.
That is
Incorrect for a
incorrect.
2-point steal.
Yeah. Little Nicky?
2-point steal.
Oh, that's
Steal
right.
on the Paddington 2.
That's right.
He's not.
Wait, no.
No, I'm sorry. I challenge. He is not.
Challenge.
Harvey Keitel is his
Yes.
father. Rodney Dangerfield is his grandfather.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. Because Harvey Keitel's Satan and he's like deteriorating or whatever.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, we're back, and we did confirm the question was challenged, that the question itself was wrong. Rodney Dangerfield is in the film, but plays the grandfather, Lucifer, to Harvey Keitel Satan, who, of course, is the father of Adam Sandler. We looked at all the appropriate websites, and we found this to be true. So the question is thrown out. No points on the board there, and we are going to re-ask a second question. So there's still 5 more in the round for the family. Question 2.
Also, it was 2 Adam Sandler questions right out the gate. So.
Well, he's the only one that does comedy.
I challenge that Adam Sandler does comedies.
Yeah, that upheld?
Upheld.
Outside of Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore. All right. All right. Question 2. Who played Frederick, the brother of Santa, in Fred Claus?
Paul Giamatti?
Yeah.
Family here.
Or was he Santa?
No, he was Santa.
Just smart.
So,
Take your time.
Why do you have a teammate?
Clarify, are you asking us who played Fred Claus or Santa Claus?
Who played Fred Claus?
Oh,
Vince Vaughn.
That is
That's
correct.
yeah, Vince Vaughn.
All right.
Yeah, that's the name I was trying to get at.
21-16.
That was confusing. Who plays
All right,
Fred
third
in Fred
question.
Claus?
Yeah.
Mike Myers followed up Shrek the Third with this financial
Love Guru?
disappointment of a film in
Yeah.
2008.
Well, no.
Love Guru.
That's a very
The Love Guru.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Okay.
It's a very editorialized.
That is a movie that I watched about 30
All
minutes
right,
of and then turned
that
off.
is, question 3
And I
of
rarely do that.
I turned off the trailer.
The family. What actor plays the nefarious Professor James Moriarty?
Oh,
in
um,
Holmes and Watson.
Oh, Holmes and Watson?
Yeah.
Oh, comedies.
My real question is who
That wasn't a
actually
comedy.
saw Holmes and Watson.
All right.
Who played Moriarty in that?
It is a comedy.
Technically.
I don't know. That movie was trash.
Filed for comedy.
As I
5,
said.
4, 3.
Multiple choice.
A. Steve Coogan. B. Ralph Fiennes. Ray Fiennes. C. Hugh Laurie.
Ray
D.
Fiennes.
John C.
Ray
Reilly.
Fiennes.
I shot the Ralphs, not Raves.
Yeah, well.
B.
That is
That is
correct
correct.
for a point. Ray
Yeah, Ray
Fiennes.
Fiennes
Ray
strikes
Fiennes.
again.
All right, fifth question. In Tootsie, actor Michael Dorsey poses as a woman named Dorothy Michaels and is
Soap
hired
opera.
to act in what type of TV program?
It's a soap opera.
That is
That
2
is
more
correct.
points.
That is one nutty
For
hospital.
The family.
Ooh.
I feel like we're
Time
getting these like
weird
answers correct because of
category.
movies that our parents
As I
watch
said,
all the time.
it's
And
funny
movies that
hearing
we've
this
seen
before.
too.
Oh, I mean, yeah, because they watch it all the time if we wanted to watch TV.
Okay.
You know what?
Entirely
It's fair.
category.
It's fair.
I'm
agree
grateful
with you
for
on
that
that,
as
actually.
well.
Final question in the round. Final question.
This is a good game.
Coming at us right now. Sorry. Which actor shows up and as an aggressive football soccer mega fan in
Juggernaut from Last Stand. Vinnie Jones.
Vinnie Jones.
I hate that The Last Stand was my go-to for that.
Yeah.
Football side. I mean, it's an important distinction.
He's in all kinds of like really good
Football
movies,
versus
but
actual football.
4.
Midnight Meat Train, Snatch.
Multiple choice.
A. Daniel Craig. B. Vinnie Jones. C. Fred Armisen. D. Matt Damon.
I want to see Fred Armisen in that role.
That's
That would
funny.
be fantastic.
Would
whichever one was Vinnie Jones. B, I think.
B.
Yeah.
That is correct for the point, and
It's
a
also-
1-point lead.
All right.
Man.
Lead indeed. We are
Woo!
going to the all-important round 3. Emma, all coming
is
together.
correct.
What would, no surprise, a very close matchup.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you're talking we're into the tournament now. All of the teams have gotten their feet wet, and now they've really come to play. And both teams here have definitely proved that today. So, round number 3, each team is going to up by 1 as well as being the favorites in this match. So, what numbers would you like?
Let's go 7, 11, and 14.
7, 11, and 14.
Well, I just heard 7-Eleven and got hungry. Favorite restaurant, as you all know. So that's 7-11-14. The Paddington.
Best
2.
taquitos in the convenience store biz.
That aren't those.
The only taquitos ever.
2, 13, 18.
No one else makes
I
taquitos.
like those numbers. All right. The
Get
Paddington
the Deli
2,
Mix
down
frozen
by
ones
1,
in the
means you get to go
in your
first.
grocery aisle. They're frozen
Emma will be,
next to the burritos
asking
and-
the questions.
We're not sponsored. You
All
don't
right.
have to plug them.
The Paddington 2, you selected category number 2, which corresponds to the realm of classics. Classics.
I'll take that one.
All right.
For that, no hesitation.
4, 2 points. Who plays the sultry Sugar Cane in Some Like It
Marilyn
Hot?
Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe.
That's correct.
2
for
points,
2 points.
and a lead back over
Ooh.
to the family. Their 2-point question. They chose number 7, which corresponds to the category of action/adventure. Who will be answering this one?
I'll field it.
Drew, Guy, gonna take it. All right.
The one half of
2-point
team
question.
action will take the action question.
Lead again. Who plays the IMF technical
Uh,
field agent Ben
Shaun of the
Dunn
Dead.
in
Yeah.
the Mission Impossible franchise?
Simon Pegg.
Yes.
Pegg.
2 points.
2
I
points.
was like, why am I blanking on his name?
2 points. I was thinking of the Impossible Burger. I got distracted.
Listen, it's that's
Oh.
a true mistake to make there, Ken.
Family has the lead now, which means we go back to Paddington 2 for their 3-point question. They chose number 13.
All right.
Number 13.
13 corresponds to the category of Brad Pitt.
Actually, we'll have Brad Pitt
All right.
in his mind.
Matt Atchity, who plays Colonel William Ludlow, head of the Ludlow family in 1994's
Anthony Hopkins.
Legends of
Yes.
the Fall.
Is he a sir now?
Yes.
Sir Anthony Hopkins?
Yes.
He is
correct.
indeed,
We'll
I
take-
believe, a sir, and he certainly is Anthony Hopkins.
All right. Wow, look at
He
this.
certainly
Look
is
at
Anthony
this.
Hopkins.
All right.
Back up
Good
to the
one.
family.
Going to the
Thanks, Matt.
family. And the family, you have chosen number 11. Drew McWeeny will be answering a 3-point question in the category of comedy. Comedy.
Like actual funny movies this
That-
time?
that's
Remains to be seen.
To be determined. 3-point question, Drew. In what 1960s comedy does Walter Matthau angrily throw a plate of
Mark Gilman.
linguine against
No,
the wall
that was
of his
90s.
apartment?
Odd Couple.
I played this role in college, and I got to throw the linguine. It's the Odd Couple.
There you
That is
go.
absolutely correct.
3-point
All right,
question.
so-
Boy, wow.
Shout out to
It,
another team in the
it
Schmoedown.
Back over.
Yeah.
Down to this, bouncing back over to the Paddington 2,
Oof.
we're going to have the opportunity to answer their 5-point question, at which point it will bounce back to the family. If not, then the family will win today and go on to face Who's the Boss.
There we go. All right.
All right.
And everyone, a hush fell over the crowd.
Shows number 18.
Ooh.
Emma's
18,
got it
which
here.
corresponds to the category of famous actors and actresses. Actors and actresses.
Either way, the
Now, this
post-interview is
a
gonna be great.
Yeah.
multi-part question, so you'll have a little bit longer. You'll have 20 seconds
That is
to
true.
answer this question. For 5 points, name 3 films that have featured Jon Favreau and
Swingers.
Vince Vaughn
Swingers.
starring together, or at least appearing in those films together.
Was Favreau in Dodgeball?
They
Anywhere?
certainly
No.
have worked together a fair amount. They're frequent collaborators. Buddies. I like that.
All right, so
Wouldn't-
Swingers
Mm-hmm.
and Made
Yes.
and one of the best sports movies of all time, Rudy.
That is
That's
correct,
correct.
for 5
Nice.
5
Nice.
points.
Now you'll notice
Oh.
that Matt actually took his sunglasses off to
He
answer
got
that
serious.
question.
He got serious.
All right,
All right.
here it comes.
This is where we stand. Emma Fife and people watching at home and along here in the studio audience. We are down to the final question. It's a 31-27 game. The family has their 5-point question. This will send them to the next round and to face Who's the Boss.
Come on.
The family You chose number 14.
Come
that
on, family.
corresponds to the category of
80s.
war movies.
Ooh.
War movies. You can confer.
That's rough.
With one GT left. The question is, for 5 points in the game, who played the sole survivor of the Dirty Dozen in The Dirty Dozen?
Is it Steve McQueen? I don't remember.
Yes. A little bit of conferring going on between the two Drews.
5, 4,
Cool.
3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Who
Last
played
one for the family.
the sole survivor? Who played the sole survivor of the Dirty Dozen in The Dirty Dozen? I think that was a smart move. I think that was a smart move to buy yourself some time, catch your
I feel like
breath.
they've got this, maybe.
We're gonna go with Lee Marvin.
And your winner, the Paddington.
Whoa! Nice.
Charles Bronson was Bronson was the answer, and with that, the Paddington 2 wins the game. 31-27. Emma, that was a big time match.
Certainly was. I mean, who saw that coming? The Paddington 2 is definitely, they're a team that is
about to get explosive,
some
isn't
tough
it?
breaks here
Yeah.
in the Schmoedown. They came in swinging in round 1 of the Ultimate Schmoedown Teams tournament here, and I mean, today they proved that they are here to.
What's that?
Marvin does survive. There are multiple survivors at the end of the Dirty Dozen. Yeah. I can't in good conscience win that way. Not against Drew.
All right.
Whoa!
Cameras are rolling. We've got
Whoa! Huh.
Well, in an unprecedented turn of events here, Ken, we had a challenge issued on that last question for the family by their opponent, Matt Atchity, who was
team.
not satisfied with the manner in which that question was written, and upon further research, it's a questionable question. So we are going to throw that question out and instead ask the family another 5-pointer. So they have
Oh, jeez, we got to sit through another one.
win this match and advance to go on
Yes.
to face who's the boss in the Ultimate.
All right, strap in. Here we go again.
I gotta say, that is the greatest example of sportsmanship I've ever seen in this league, and I applaud him. I still want you to lose, but I applaud you.
all right.
Turns out, drinking pina coladas and bird drinks.
It really was just the booze talking.
Decorum. Here we go. This, once again, is for the game. The winner would
For
move
real
on
this
to
time.
face
But you guys
who's
should get this right.
the boss in the
This is the final
semifinals.
question.
You guys have category
Again.
14, which is war movies, and your 5-point question. In what war film will you find the phrase "Born to Kill"?
Full Metal?
written
Full Metal
on
Jacket, yep.
Combat helmets.
Well, Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
And on the poster even.
Yeah.
And your
Wow.
the family.
You know,
We have
I mean, for Atchity,
a surprising,
Look,
stunning
that's
reversal
the family
here.
literally win, but Paddington
I mean,
too.
listen, going into this
Yeah.
weird turn of events, Matt actually said he would not feel satisfied winning the way that they had originally won, and ultimately, his sportsmanship it came back to knock him down.
but that's true.
I think
You
there's
can't,
great
like, if you
performance
know
from
the
those
correct,
here
the answer was
below.
wrong, you can't in good conscience.
A lot of respect, and I guess you don't want to.
That's-
Even if you got the belt, if you kept silent and got the belt, that would eat at you.
Yeah.
You would never feel like the true champion.
It's
So
absolutely 100% the right thing to do.
I would have wanted to do that as well.
They lost by 1 point.
Controversial, but
Yeah.
I think one of the most
Look.
just endings in the
Almost
I think
any
so,
other
too.
type
It's
of
nice
match.
to
I would
see,
almost want to give them like
there
a
is
free
still
like number
some-
1 contenders like
honesty
next
and
season just for that.
sportsmanship
I mean, I feel that.
I do wonder,
Especially if the family goes on and makes it through. They're not going to, but if they were to.
Who knows? We can't.
Yeah, they're gonna lose in the next match, but
honor the challenges that have been issued.
that was
What
great.
we can do is throw it to my friend Jennifer, Jen Sturgis, backstage.
This is still going to be a great post interview.
Yeah.
Actually, I have to ask you, what on earth
It's
could
in your-
possibly be in your tiki cup to make you challenge your own win?
Truth serum.
I will call this
Sodium
honor.
pentothal.
That's what I'm drinking today. No, look, like a little bit too. Like, if we're gonna beat the family, I want to beat them for real, right? And like not on a question. I mean, look, I can argue about the descent thing, whatever, but I'm gonna say that I want to earn that, right? And them getting a question wrong because it's a badly written question, like I want it for real, because that's the way. Look, that's part of the challenge, right? Like we're here to play. We're here to play seriously. Those guys deserve respect. And if we had won that way, look, I could have kept my mouth shut, right? But that's not the way to win, right? Like, sure, okay, I could keep my mouth shut. We're gonna take the win. We'll go to the next one. But really, like, that's not okay. I'm not okay with that. Like, I'm gonna act ethically. I'm gonna, and look, like did it cost us the game? Sure, but you know what? That's the way I play.
Did you guys consult before he rang this out?
This is where I tell the world that I've never seen the Dirty Dozen, so I didn't know any of this. But Matt immediately was like, "Wait, whoa," and I totally stand behind him. I'm super proud to have him as my teammate. I think he has shown himself to be like everything that you want in a competitor, both knowledgeable and talented, but also honorable and decent. And if anything, I think this cements our reputation as a team that wins sometimes, but when we lose, we're going to drag you to the finish line.
Yeah.
I love that.
I hope
love
they get
that
drafted
about you
together.
guys.
In this case, we'll even drag you over the finish line, just because that's who we are. I mean, Paddington.
I hope they
taught
get
us
drafted
right.
together next season.
Actually, I just feel like I've seen you in this position so many times where you get so close, and then it's just like it's round 3 always kind of does you in.
Yeah, it happens. I run out of steam. Maybe it's too much booze. But these are fun. I love doing them. I've said a lot. Like, look, if I was me from 15 years ago, I'd have been ruthless, right? I mean, the problem is, as some of us know, who would be on a senior tour here. For some of us, it's a little harder to call this stuff up quickly, right? Like, eventually I'll get there, but it doesn't happen as fast anymore. So that to me, like, I know the stuff, and I just sometimes can't get it in the time that's there for us. But
What happens when you show up too laid back?
Exactly. I'll wear a suit next time.
Well, obviously, guys, it's not but I think if nothing else, you should be proud for setting the kind of example you guys did today in the way you played. The sportsmanship and honor you guys showed is unparalleled.
Well, thank you. And it's, again, Matt Atchley, I'm super proud to be at the table with, and, he comes correct.
Last question. You guys know the draft's coming up.
Yeah.
You guys will not be protected, most likely.
We'll see what happens.
What's going to happen? Do you guys want to try to stick together?
I mean, ideally, but, this is a crazy whirligig, and we'll just see where it takes us.
Yeah, I wonder a little bit, have I just sandbagged getting drafted? Like, any managers gonna be like, this guy's going to give games away. So,
Nope.
We'll see.
I
Nope.
think if anything, you show managers out there the kind of player that they're looking for. So
Your 31 points speaks highly
do
of you.
something.
It's,
Yeah.
it's not. You're good.
Back to you guys.
All right,
You're
there
good.
you have it, Emma. We heard directly from Ashley. Honors.
This guy gives games away.
That is a great way to go about life and competing in the Schmoedown.
It's definitely something that is severely lacking in terms of certain people
Definitely
in
me.
the Schmoedown.
Definitely me.
Sure, and arguably some of the other people that participated in this match here today. But I mean, why should we go on talking about them when we can just send it on over to Jen Sturger? Good luck.
Thank you so much, Emma. I detected a little bit of sarcasm in that. Drew guy, I have to say, you kind of surprised me there at the end, because you actually looked like you had a conscience for a second.
Like I said, it'll never happen again, and I hate everyone I compete against, but that was... you're a better person than I am, Ashley. That's it. That's all I have to say. The other thing I want to say is I'm coming for you, Bateman. I'm coming for you, Bateman!
There we go.
There it is.
Drew, you played a hell of a game today, as always. We kind of come to expect it from you. What made you guys stick with comedy in that second round?
Well, I think look, it's easy to go chasing your best category or whatever, but I think that's not a great way to build your resume, and it's also not a great way to tell other players what you're capable of. I think sometimes you spin the wheel, you just let it land, and then you go answer the questions in that category. I think it's really easy to get hooked on, I want that pie slice. But hopefully we can answer questions in any pie slice. So
I love pie.
Oh, and also one other thing. He's coming for you, baby! He's coming for you!
So a lot of today, I think this match could easily be you guys had a lot of them in there. What made you guys decide, like, certain ones were worth going after? Like, Andrew, I was really surprised that you went after that one in the first round, but it proved to work out in your favor.
That's because I'm a moron, and that's one of my, if not my favorite horror movie. And I could not get there. I don't know what was wrong. I don't know why my brain couldn't get there, but, you know, again, Ashley kind of helped us out there by just not putting the in front, and it's a rule that we implemented, I think, this season, and I'm very happy it's there. I think I was in the match where it got implemented, and it was over the title The Thing. So yeah. I remember, and yeah, it's one of those things where now I make
Another
sure
Kurt Russell movie.
The on the board simply because I know I'll get penalized if I don't.
Robert Meyer Burnett, even though you look like you're fresh out of the pool,
I was sweating with excitement and watching my Machiavellian scheme further unfold. One day, the genius that I bring to the entire Schmoedown will be recognized.
Drew and Drew just cannot hold back.
Which is just unbelievably awesome. And I think my team shows that these guys, well, he's going to these guys.
Until you do, okay?
But these guys, they step up to the drama that I've created, and they win.
What's the blood alcohol content for excitement then? Jesus. Andrew, this next match against Who's the Boss? Obviously, I think we all know the gravity that it has for you, facing your former teammate, Ben Bateman. Do you have any thoughts?
Yeah. You've got someone on your team that I TKO'd, and you don't have that electronic wheel. I'm coming for you.
That's pretty much it. Let's go, boys.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be there too.
Back to you guys at the desk.
Well, a win for Jen. Everyone left her alone.
That's true.
End,
I mean,
so.
honestly, it was less screaming than anticipated. So
absolutely. Emma, we saw a spectacular match today with some
did.
Controversy, but also something we never really seen before. And this is what you get here in the Ultimate Schmoedown Teams Tournament. This is what happens. And we're on to the semifinals. Who's the boss? The family. Do you have any thoughts right now on who might come out?
I mean, listen, it is going to be a grudge match for sure. Obviously, there are competitors involved. You've got your Drew McWeeny and your Mark Riley, but honestly, what this boils down to is that long-standing feud between Ben Bateman and Drew Guy. So it's going to be a loud one, that's for sure.
I absolutely agree with that. Bateman Guy, once again, it could be Houston all over. Let's buckle down and bolt down the chair.
We hope so.
So for
Very
Emma
much.
5, I'm Ken Apsok. We're going to binge.
We enjoyed Houston.
This is Movie Trivia Schmoedown. This is what we do, and you can support us by going to patreon.com/Schmoedown. Emma, you have your hand in that Patreon page.
I sure
a lot of things
do.
out there for
there's
people.
there's a lot of great additional content that you get for being a patron. You also get early access to a lot of matches, lots of fun exhibition matches, player profiles, behind the scenes videos, all that and more. Head on over to patreon.com/Schmoedown and decide which tier is right for you.
Absolutely. That's it for this week. We'll see you next time on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
In 3, 2,
Oh, jeez.
1, and they are off. We have dogs
Come on, number 4.
4, 7,
Come on,
and
number
8.
4.
Going as fast as they
Come
put
on.
it up and over
You know
those
where Mike
hills.
Kalinowski
Stay
is?
focused, guys. Stay focused.
No.
You're getting closer and closer to
Come
the
on, number
finish
4.
line.
Come
Looks
on,
like
number
my
4.
winner is going to be number 8. You all did okay.
Oh, no.
For some more prizes.
Oh, that would have been funny if the camera went and number 8 was Mike Kalinowski sitting there like... that would have been hilarious. Oh.
That would have been great.
Anyways, so as far as the end of that match goes...
Holy crap!
So here's what I saw is we saw the end and Paddington 2 won. Of course, we were thinking the family was going to win this. So they say winners, Paddington 2, and all I see is our bracket go. And then it came back and like, wait. So the family actually won. Yeah, so you're playing games and emotions with our bracket, and it's really weird.
Quit playing games with my heart.
You are not singing Backstreet Boys on our
Yes, I am. That's what
I am not admitting that I knew that was a Backstreet Boys song
legitimately
on
what was
our
happening there.
channel.
Why are you ashamed of the Backstreet Boys? They're great. So that was a crazy finale to any match ever.
Which I feel like that was bound to happen at some point. I mean, in all honesty, the Schmoedown is still made up of human beings. People make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
This was something that was a very possible thing to happen, and you get a person like Atchity in there who was open, honest, with integrity.
Yep.
It was fantastic. That was the way to win the game.
And that's the thing with this as a sport, as it is. In some sports, you have other determining factors and whatnot. Usually, for this, you want to try to keep the questions. You want the questions to be as flawless as possible, but the problem is sometimes it does get through that maybe a question is worded weird, or maybe not asked correctly, or maybe it does have the wrong answer on their printout to it. In which case, this is just something that you do have to contend with in this particular sport.
Yeah, because you're never going to see someone go, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't feel like we can win this. The football wasn't fully inflated." Nope.
Anyway.
Sports? What sports?
So we have a situation here where when that opportunity pops up, when that situation pops up, you have players like Matt Atchity who did the honorable thing and was like, "Nah, can't do it." And it's like you said, you can't get all the way to a belt and be like, "Oh, I didn't earn this properly."
No.
So good on him, and even more so good on them, because that means we actually get Who's the Boss versus the Family.
Yeah. Which this is going to be a great match. I can't wait for this one.
Again, we're like throwing back to May here during the Houston. When we were sitting there seeing that live and everything going down, Ben's like, "No, respin again on the spinner's choice." Like,
wow.
Look, say what you want about the digital wheel. For us in that room, that was awesome. It was intense. I was like, "What's happening? This is crazy."
Also, something that was inevitably going to happen. You spin spinner's choice, you get spinner's choice again. You just keep spinning spinner's choice. I mean, eventually that could keep happening, supposedly. Or you just take the first spinner's choice and you just move on.
Sure.
Yeah.
But this is our opportunity to get that level of intensity again, albeit this time in the studio, but I'm excited. I'm excited for Who's the Boss versus the Family. This is like the match of the tournament right here to watch.
So we were hoping it would come down to, so.
Yeah, but I mean, both teams played great. I mean, look, when you have a match where both teams are over 30 points, it's a good game.
Yeah. I hope Paddington 2 stays together, because they've definitely shown themselves to be a really good team now.
I think whatever manager tries to draft one of them is going to go out of their way as much as possible to try to draft the other one too. I think that's a team that needs to try to stay together as much as a manager can keep that happening.
And I think Atchity has moved himself into possibly one of the first picks type of move with that.
Yeah.
So that'd be fantastic to see how that turns out. Draft is going to happen the same day as the awards on January 11th. Tickets for those will go on sale soonish on the Schmoedownlive.com. So pick up those tickets. That's going to be a fun time there. Awards and the draft in one. That's going to be great.
Meanwhile, I believe it's next week. Next week is when the Spectacular is going to happen.
Yep, we're starting to pack our bags and get ready for this trip, because it's going to be a lot of fun. We will be there in LA for the Spectacular, seeing hopefully a bunch of y'all out there as well. Also, pick up your tickets for that if they're still available on the Schmoedownlive.com, or pick up your live stream tickets. Christian said that it will be available for like a week, the live stream. So there's plenty of time to see that. Go pick up those tickets as well. Go help them out on the Schmoedown Entertainment Network. Go like, comment, subscribe, pitch in on their super chats when they do their live shows. All of that helps them out. Helping them out on the Patreon would be great too. Choose a tier that's right for you. Make sure you go over there and do that. It helps them out, and it's great. As for...
Does it help them out?
It does help them out.
And it's great?
And it's great.
Guys, it helps them out and it's great.
It's both at the same time. Anyways, as for us... Make sure you follow us on social media. We are at Cinefanatics MLP on Twitter and Instagram. And we have also just launched the Cinefanatics Facebook group. Come check us out at facebook.com/group/Cinefanatics. That will be our main focal point for how we interact directly with the fans, answering questions, all of that good stuff.
We'll
So go
see.
check out that group.
All three of you on the group.
Yeah, whatever. Also, make sure you follow us on our YouTube channel right here as we continue to do live streams. We just had our first live stream. So make sure you follow us so we can do more. And yeah, we'll have a blast doing those as well. By following us, I mean subscribe. There's a subscribe button right down below. There's also a subscribe button right up above his head. Hit that button, you'll be subscribed. Over here off to the side are a couple other videos that we have made. And as always,
Maliki leaky like guy is Hawaii's way.
Later.
I'm in the holiday spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Jingle bells, Hannah smells, guy laid an egg. The wheel lost some slices and Art Burnett got away.